Social protection are policies and programs that seek to reduce poverty and vulnerability to risk, and to enhance the social status and the rights of the poor, vulnerable, and marginalized. How? By preventing their income from going down, by building their adaptability and their capacities so that they can sustain a better quality of life, by extending to them more opportunities for employment, by securing more support from the government and other sectors that can help, by including indigenous people and incorporating cultural integration in every program and strategy, and by building mechanisms and institutions to promote inclusion while addressing social vulnerabilities and reducing discrimination. Social protection is a basic human right that all Filipinos deserve. Its programs and policies must be accessible to anyone, especially to the poor, vulnerable, and marginalized. It empowers them by confronting the social structures that enable poverty, social exclusion, and discrimination. Social protection is for all and will be progressively realized through the social protection floor. Some programs that are designed for the needs of transient and chronic poor are targeted using effective and empirical mechanisms, such as Listahanan, or the National Household Targeting System for Poverty Reduction, an information management system that uses empirical methods to compile a database of who and where the country's poor are. This database may be accessed by national government agencies and other stakeholders of social protection so that they can find out who may benefit from their programs and policies. Now that we know who are most vulnerable, let us identify the many challenges they face. Why do we need social protection? To guard them from risk, uncertain events that may damage their well-being leading to poverty. Risk comes in many forms. Individual and life cycle risks, such as hunger, illness or injury, disability, pregnancy, childbirth, old age, and death. Economic risks, such as unemployment, underemployment, or the sudden end of a source of livelihood, the price instability of basic commodities, economic crisis, lack of local opportunities, and weak agricultural production. Environment and natural risks, such as drought, rains and floods, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, landslides, and storm surges. Social and governance risks, such as shelter insecurity, corruption, crime, domestic violence, political instability, armed conflict, and social exclusion. How does social protection address these situations? Let's take a look at the programs and policies. Labor market interventions. Labor market interventions help people find and maintain gainful employment. Some labor market interventions include micro-enterprise development, employment facilitation, job matching, livelihood assistance, and skills training. Social insurance protects households from life cycle and health-related risks. Existing social insurance programs include those of the Universal Healthcare Act, the Social Security System, and the Social Pension for Indicted Senior Citizens. Social assistance. Social assistance gives basic protection to the poor, excluded, discriminated against, and marginalized. Social assistance programs include the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program, feeding programs, and educational assistance. Social safety nets. Social safety nets are short-term stopgap measures usually implemented in response to emergencies and crises. Social safety nets include food and non-food relief assistance, emergency income support, and shelter assistance. All these programs can only be implemented successfully with sound strategies. What are these approaches? Every institution involved in carrying out social protection, government agencies, stakeholders, and the local community should complement each other and work together. That's one way. Another is the direct implementation of social protection programs by local government units, non-government organizations, and civil society organizations, maximizing their roles in addressing the people's needs in their localities. It would be effective to align the social protection system with other plans already in place, such as climate change adaptation and disaster risk reduction. The monitoring and evaluation or M&E systems of the program or the organization must be strengthened. Finally, increasing the funding for social protection will go a long way. This can be done by spending efficiently, making good use of external and internal resources, and lobbying. Programs, strategies, and people. All this must work together for us to achieve social protection. We need cooperation between the entire government and other institutions who are helping out. Let us unite our efforts to protect the people so that they may keep striving towards a better life.